Hello.
Hello. Hello.
The sweaty Nelson Brown.
Is it sweat? Am I sweaty?
A little bit sweaty.
It's not a good start, that, is it? Afton.
My dear. But it is beach themed, so we're in luck.
So what are we doing tonight, Katie?
Beach.
Well, there's a
Beachy.
few things I'd like to cover under the instruction after listening to clients and things. The first one was how to achieve beachy hair when you're not at the beach. So like, say you're going out for the day and you want your hair to have texture and you want it to be effortless. One of the sort of bigger trends right now is to have almost that suntanny, oily type of beach curls. So there's a combination of things that I'm going to use on the gorgeous Afton here. It's quite controversial actually because her hair is naturally curly.
Yes.
She doesn't wear it with the curl because she isn't confident yet. But we just had a quick chat when I was blow drying her hair then about it, and really for me it's about building the confidence. If you're not sure, you should watch our Curly Club. Some fabulous things in that, how to achieve it. It's really cool, it's really modern, and it's fresh. So what I want to try and do is I want to take Afton's hair now and make it beachy. So it's really, really simple. I'll show you how easy it's going to be. I'm going to use a combination of shine and
Hot chocolate.
smoothing oil, hot chocolate, and that. And some amazing oceanic spray. Now, they are both quite contradicting. This is an oil, this is a dry spray. So both of these products will be featured on the comments box below after this post is live, and will be available to buy at the shop in case you're the Nelson Brown shop. Do you know where a shop?
No.
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 Wrong answer. Shall we just go to somebody else now? So yeah, all the products that are featured, in case you want to achieve these same looks at home, will be available to buy. We'll put the URL links in the comments box below. So first of all, I'm going to go in with some Smooth and Shine oil. What's this? What makes this oil so good?
No silicones.
No silicone.
Alright.
Which,
So it doesn't lie.
don't be too enthusiastic after. So basically, what we're going to do is supercharge. So what it does is it makes the hair feel amazing, and it's glossy, and it makes it a little bit smaller. So what I'm doing, if your hair feels big and you're looking to achieve this, what you need to do is go through the hair and actually push it in at the roots, because that's where you want the flatness. In there, push it in, push it in, push it in. And that's what makes the hair look smaller.
Would
Okay.
this work with frizzy hair?
Yeah, it's
Would
perfect.
it calm it down?
It's perfect for frizzy hair. So, what you do is you then get your oceanic spray, which is the salt spray, and you just literally from a distance let the atomizer hit the hair.
Oh, it's barely touching the hair.
Yes, and there's a reason for that. And that is that if it's just touching the hair, you're getting the full use of the mist. Because the idea is that you don't go in too close, you go from a distance, and the full volume of the spray hits the hair. Okay? So you can see I'm not touching it, I'm just letting the hair be affected by the mist. Okay? Now, then I'm going to go with these, and I'm just going to pinch, and twist the hair a little tiny bit. So when I'm doing that, so if it was you, you'd be coming up from this area with your hands, you'd just be doing that, and then you literally go and make some toast. A little bit more for Afton. A little bit on the side. Now remember, she's got curly hair, so I'm going to take a couple of little precautions, and you could do this too at home. It's a really simple trick, this. If you're aware that your hair will bend and twist, and maybe go frizzy, or there's an area that you can't bear because you know it's going to go a bit odd, what you do is you get a couple of cards. They don't have to be Sam McKnight ones, and you just hold the hair with the cards. Now it maybe looks a bit odd, but there's a reason for it. It's so that the hair doesn't swell during the kind of drying process. Okay, we'll come back to you. Next, Camille. Good afternoon.
Hello.
How are you?
Not bad, you.
Good, you're looking lovely, can I just say? Tail comb. Right, so the second request that we've had 2 lots of requests. We've had requests of sun hair, beachy hair, how to protect your hair in the sunshine. So I'm going to cover that with the gorgeous Camille's hair. Could you put the aircon on, please, Oliver? I'm roasting. Yes, so the first one I'm going to do, I'm going to come back to the beachy hair because, and the sun protection hair, because I've also been asked a lot about what is cool when you go to a wedding. Now this is very controversial. I personally have got a feeling that, I like to keep it simple. I think less is more. So for example, if we can just look at this table here, we've got some beautiful accessories, like some nice little paper roses, and they're really cute. Katie managed to pick those up for us when we were looking through. Nice little slide, very cool just now, a clear one, very cool. And also this kind of chain accessory, which I'm going to try and show you how to fit around something. So it's about using it in a cool way. So my suggestion to people is try and keep the hair as simple as possible. Now instantly from Camille's hair you can see it's just normal, yeah, lovely and long. So what am I going to do? I'm going to put a side parting in, and instantly it looks glamorous straight away. Can we see that? Just by putting a little side parting in, it instantly looks really glamorous. And it doesn't need to be tight. It doesn't need to be yanked back. It can be relatively loose and simple, because, you know, this isn't the 80s. We want her to look sophisticated. It doesn't have to be, like I say, it doesn't have to be tight. So I'm going to then just get the comb, and I'm just going to tease that down a little bit because I want it to come forward slightly. Actually, excuse me a sec, I'm just going to put the parting in a little bit lower because I want it to have a sweep. Like that. There we go. There's the money shot right there. Also, if you just look here at the crown, when you do that, you get lift. Can you see that? Just from changing the parting. Okay, so then I'm going to go in. I'm going to use something, excuse me, I'm going to use something called a bungee. Have you heard of a bungee?
No.
Camille?
Nope.
It's not the ones that you jump off in the middle of the bloody Amazon jungle, but a bungee is a great way for people to tie ponytails in themselves. Thanks, Katie. So you can see it's got a hook at one end and a hook at the other end. See that? Right. So the hook goes underneath your ponytail to start with. Shall I take it out and do it again? Yep. So it goes underneath. So there it goes. Underneath the pony, so you disguise it. And then you wrap the bungee around the head. The more you wrap it, the stronger it gets. Now, you know, it doesn't have to be too tight. And then you just secure the end, like so, the hook. And so you have your bungee.
You have a ponytail.
Yep, ponytail. Which is the base of all, or if not all, most little shapes. And if you look at the side, look at the front, we've still got that beautiful, little, elegant sweep. You see that? And we've got the lift at the crown. What more can you ask for, Camille? What's your wedding dress like?
Don't have one yet.
Not yet, but you're getting married on Saturday, aren't you? Okay, so I'm just going to go through the tail now and just give it some extra padding with some back combing. It's not really back combing, I'm just really dressing it out to give myself a fatter tail. Really, really roughly. And that's just going to give me extra substance. So we've got a big tail. See that? And then I'm going to use some texture spray. I'm going to get some pins ready, Oliver.
Yes, sure.
See how I've just kind of made that really big and voluminous, just with the back combing and the spray. Now, Matte texture spray is another one of the yellow ones. This is also going to be available on the comments box. It's fabulous for volume. Excellent if you've got a little bit of oily roots that you want to get rid of. Watch. Gone. See that? It's not a dry shampoo, it's a texture spray, but it does have the properties of a dry shampoo. So just by whacking it in there, it kills that slightly oily.
Beautiful.
Yeah? Okay, so that's going to be available as well.
Great.
So, now, I'm going to literally do this really quickly. It's so simple, okay? Now we've got the texture in there a little bit more. Okay, and then all I'm going to do is I'm going to grab it, twist it really loosely, and wrap it. And I'm going to pull the ends around. And then I'm going to pin that. Should I do it again? Grab it, twist it. So look at, you want all this lumpy texture.
Yeah.
You want all that. Grab it, twist it.
And then turn it round.
Turn it round on itself.
Tuck it in.
Tuck it in, and boom, you're there. Now you don't need to worry at all about the ends. The other thing that I was going to say to you was the bungee is adding a security at the base. So when I put these pins in, the bungee is actually helping me put the pins through, and it's something to secure
It
to.
needs to last all night long.
All night long. And the way you dance, Katie Diet, goodness me. And I remember the last time we danced, I lost my my loafer tassel. So you see these? I personally quite like them. Now it's very, very, opinionated.
Yeah.
Some people like them, some people don't.
Many ladies think it looks untidy.
Right, well I think it looks quite cool. But if you want to get rid of them, rather than just put a million pins in, just rewrap them round the base. Tuck them in, and put the pin in. Another one. Okay, so now when you've got your base in, the base of the ponytail, this is the exciting part. You okay there, Camille?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
There's a pin cushion.
We're just gonna soften it. Are they sore? Good girl. So we just want to pull it down a bit. And that suddenly starts to look quite unique for her. Another little pin, please. Another little pin. And Bob is your uncle.
Lovely. So how do we jazz that up?
Well, I would personally get. Should we do the bejewel thing?
Yeah, let's do it.
So I would
Oh,
possibly.
Wowee.
Let's just take that back out. Put it on the wrong way round. Let's put the clip in, and then in and in. So it's kind of like a little squashed square. And then we can use some of these gorge things.
So literally, this was just like, they're actually craft paper flowers.
Just around the base, and then one in the center.
All
Now-
of 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I personally think less is more. I'm not really into that whole over crispy fake curls. I think that, to try and keep things unique to the individual, it should just be really simple, because when you look back at the photographs, you'll say, what on earth is my hair doing? when it's like that. But if it's simple and slick and cool, just hide that, then it's timeless.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah? Oliver, while I'm back on Afton, take all this out for me, please. Now, you've been drying over here, haven't you? Who's touched your hair?
No one.
No one? There's been no magicians that have come out of the cupboard and moved it or told you that, you know, it's curly at the back or put the texture in or anything like that? No?
No.
Not even a soul?
No.
Nobody?
Nobody.
Absolutely no one?
Absolutely no one.
Right. Let's have a little look then, shall we? So the pins come out, and what that does is it keeps the front flat. That's her pet hate. I've never asked her, but I know it is, because she can't bear it when this bit sits up. So she irons it to an inch of its life. But you can see the texture is beachy. I'm going to put a bit more of this in. Use just a little bit more. And my suggestion with this is don't overdo it at the beginning. Put some on, dry hair, a couple of sprays, maybe 8 or 10, leave it, go and make a cup of tea, put your lipstick on, come back, let that dry, come back and have another little feel of it, and if it needs a bit more, then put a bit more on. And in this case, it does need a little bit more. Same rules. Cards back in. Back in a minute. Have you ever had cards put in your hair before?
No, I can't say I have no.
Have you ever had Nelson touch your hair before? There's 2 things that you've never had done before. How does it feel?
Fabulous.
Wow. I've got Oliver. Brilliant. Thank you very much. That was very quick. So, the last thing that I want to show you on the beautiful Camille's, I want to make this quick. Because again, we're coming up to summertime. We're in summertime. So, we're going away on holiday. You've spent, 100 quid on your highlights. And you want to protect your hair from the sunshine. Well, the newsflash is, guys, newsflash, there's only really one way to do that. And I know that certainly the Windle & Weary products that we use, there's 5 of them that have UV protection. However, the sun is dangerous. So my suggestion is cover it. Try and cover your hair as much as you can. Use a scarf, use a beautiful hat, use some ribbon, use a pair of knickers if you have to. Just cover your investment. And a lot of people say to me, how can I make my hair look cool so that my husband or my boyfriend doesn't see me looking trashy? But I want it off my neck. I want it off my neck and I don't want it to be sweaty. Isn't that right, Camille? So, if you look in the mirror straight away, all I've done is got rid of the parting just with my fingers. Now, believe it or not, on the beach, this is cool. You don't want this. You want this, look, texture, then you want to pull it back, okay? So you want all this kind of ruffle falling out. Give me some of that oceanic. So I'm just going to amplify the beachiness by just spraying a bit of this on. This is amazing on dry hair, amazing on dry hair. And it will be available on the link in the comments box. Right, so how do we get it off the neck, do you think, Camilio?
A bun.
A bun? We've just done a bun. This is something else, easy. Give me the bungee. Again, you go back to your trusty bungee.
Or a bobble if you don't have a bungee.
A bobble would be suffice, like something like this would be just as good. An endless bobble, they're really good, but obviously not black if you're blonde. But can you see how you got these veins in the hair at the front? Yeah. Fabulous. Absolutely gorgeous, that is. Do you know that? Has anybody ever called you that before? No. So, off your neck, keep it loose.
Keep it low. Keep
it low, but not down at the hairline, slightly above the hairline. Because remember, we want it off the neck, isn't that right?
We do, but I'm worried about getting a hat on.
Get a hat on there. As long as you keep it well below the crown, okay, you'll be fine. Now you can use your little bungee again, and secure it like so. And if you want to be ultra cool, you can get a little bit of hair and just disguise it with a little pin. It's quite a hairdresser's trick this, but it is doable. You know, again, put the pin in and shove it through. Okay, and that covers your tail, your bun, your bobble. I'm sorry. Right, so now I'm going to split this tail in two. Okay, and if I've got a tail comb in my pocket, which I don't, okay, there's that one. Again, I'm just going to fatten it up. Sorry, I'm running over, Katie. I know you need to go. I'm very sorry. You doing anything nice this weekend?
National.
Are you doing anything nice this weekend?
It's meant to be
Oliver?
Best mate's 18.
Best mate's 18. Wow. Am I coming? Have you got a little snag? A little clear snag, please?
He's requested a haircut again for the 10th time. This boy has more haircuts than hot dinners.
I've not had a haircut this year.
Neither have I.
What?
It was just a tidy up.
Just to tell you, whatever.
Oh, I need another one. So, little braid, and guess what? Very straightforward. Don't make it too complicated. The next side, just grab it, because all you're doing here, ladies and gents, is you're compressing the hair so that you can get it up and out of the way. Okay?
I also find that plaiting it first gives it more grip, security when it's up.
Yeah. Do you find that with yours?
I do. Thanks very much.
You haven't spoken to me this week, have you really?
That's not true. I have spoken to you.
All went quiet after she got a verbal warning, Camille. Okay, so then you get a tail and you just wrap it around and you get a pin. And guys, there's absolutely no guidelines to this. It's about getting it up and out of the way. Then I send the other one the other way. Or do I?
Or under.
Or on?
I mean, any way works, really.
Do you want to do it?
Well, I'm going to get, I must say, out of hair ups, this is one of my favourite go-to ones.
Okay. So pin. Come on, Oliver. Pin.
Bit faster, Ollie. Come on.
Pin. Go, we've got places to go, people to see, children to feed. Okay, so I would probably go all the way round just for security. And like I say, you can see that I'm just going with a feel. You know, I'm not going in any particular way. I'm just literally going round the head and securing it. So it feels secure. And I think that's cool for the beach.
Lovely. And I think that's cool for any age, because we've got a question here.
Yeah.
Rose Brown's asking anything for tying back older ladies' hair, but really we're all the same.
Well, you should just be, Rose, hi darling, you should be very, very gentle with hair when you're tying it back, especially if it's slightly more mature. So just remember, elegance needs to be soft, not tight.
Okay,
Okay,
what have you
so
got there, a hanky? I wouldn't smell it.
Oh my good God. It smells like compost.
It's freshly washed.
It smells like compost.
It does not.
Right, so this scarf we're going to use in a couple of ways. Camille, could you just hold it? Front. Great. Now, I personally think this is super cool. Now, keep hold of it, please. Now, if you want protection from the sunshine and you want to protect your investment, guess what? Let go. Just pull it back off the hairline. Have a little knot there. It looks so amazing. And you want to get a couple of little pins to just secure it so you know when you're walking down the promenade it doesn't fly away. And you go behind the ear with the pin. One there.
Hang on, I need to get that.
Not them. Them. Here.
Show us where they're going.
like so, behind the ear. And it'll just hold it, like the ear covers it. Now what's really important is a little bit of hairline at the front. Very important. If you're not so keen on the hairline, then put it right down. But I just think that looks beautiful. Almost looks slightly gypsy princess type of concept. And amazing with what she's wearing.
What do you think, Neil? Would you wear a headscarf?
In Spain, where nobody knew you.
Nobody knew you.
I think it's fab.
Right.
I'd wear it at Sandy Hills.
Okay, so the next one is another little trick, is to get the same scarf and just wrap it around the bun. Okay, so you're wrapping it around the bun, either side, and you're going to tie it. And you're going to tie it quite tight, okay? And that's, I mean, I love all those little ends that are dropping over. Love all them. They're gorgeous. And then for the pièce de résistance, the hat. Now, this hat belonged to a big issue salesman that was downstairs now.
Oi.
Just pop it on the top. And clients say to me, what hat should I get? Sorry, Camille. What hat should I get for going on holiday? Well, I mean, you don't need sunglasses, although you could wear them. This is perfect because it doesn't allow any sunlight at your hair or your face. And you know, it means that if you're peeking through with your Sex on the Beach cocktail
In the pool.
in the pool, yeah, with
And
the
the sea.
reflection, it's just to die for. I mean, I would say my rules are: make sure that you take a good UV protection for your hair, and they'll all be in the comments box below, which you can view on the website. And sure that you take a scarf, tuck the ends away because they're the most prone to get the sun damaged.
I just turned it around and I don't know how to flick it back.
No, it's filming me.
Yeah, I know it is, but it's on selfie mode.
Oh dear. Let go, please. Please let go. You go. Let's make them back. Sorry. Kill the cameraman.
Fired.
Anyway, so yeah, that's what I think. That's Nelson's little tip to protecting your hair in the sunshine. Now, if you go onto the website, you'll go onto our blog, you'll see that there's some more little tips on how to protect your hair, your biggest investment. And I just think that is gorgeous from the rear.
Lovely.
Yeah?
Fantastic.
Now, finally, is Afton cooked? Do you have any children, Afton?
Yeah, too.
2? How? Well, I mean, I obviously know how, but when and
6 and 2.
goodness me! Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, so you can see that we've got these like beachy little waves in the hair. It's all about the texture, but the most important thing is the front is flat. Can you see that? Afton, you're gonna tell me your honest opinion anyway.
I think we should get the gown
I
off
actually
her.
quite like that.
Can you just take this off, please? You actually, I mean, don't be too surprised, will you? I actually know what I'm doing here. It's smooth, but it's got a little bit of texture, you know. And as long as these areas stay, because if you're in the sunshine, you would need to make sure that these were down and pulled because it allows it to stay flat all the way in there. So if you were looking to achieve this at home, you would use something like oceanic spray and just spray it in the main part, and don't wash your hair. And remember to use a little bit of supercharged oil with it.
Thank you.
That is done. Good night.